This week we're looking at 3 modern games with a bit of an old school spirit about them. From fingering to platforming and sliding around having a cigarette, these are the best games to play on your Steam Deck. Sitting as one of the lesser spoken titles from Platinum's Golden Run, Vanquish is a breakneck speed shooter oozing with style. Its slick presentation and liquid movement allow for some of the most over-the-top set pieces you could fit onto your Steam Deck screen. A third-person shooter that does away with the pure cover-based mechanics popular at the time, Vanquish is some of the most fun you can have with your handheld outside of committing a mortal sin. There are few games that can match the speed and ferocity of Vanquish, and barely any that can match its style. Packing tight gameplay, an amazing presentation, and one of the most well-paced campaigns you'll find in a modern video game, Vanquish is an incredible fit for your Steam Deck. And the reality is, there's not much like Vanquish on the market, even today. With some of the best pixel art around, Infernax scratches the Castlevania itch while offering more than simply being just like Castlevania. Packed with side quests, unlockables, and a lovely choice system that changes your playthrough depending on your decisions, Infernax is a great example of a modern retro classic. Controls and combat are tight, which is good given the game's going to kick your ass at various points. It's not one of those so hard it's unfair experiences, but more of a masterful display of balancing those close calls and desires to fix the mistakes that you make when you die. While there are plenty of games that take their inspiration from Castlevania, Infernax stands above the rest on its own merit. Infernax is a prime example of taking your inspirations from prior games and making your own stamp on the genre. Simply unmissable for retro game fans, and definitely something there for a new breed. As someone who's not the biggest fan of shmups, Freedom Finger scratches an itch that shmups often do, just without the punishment. The trick that Freedom Finger pulls is the entire game plays in line with its top-notch soundtrack. Packed with licensed tracks from the likes of Power Trip, Red Fang, including original tracks by lyrical mythical samurai Aesop Rock, Freedom Finger is worth playing for the music alone, although the solid gameplay and the off-the-cuff story make it a solid package. While Freedom Finger might be short and fairly simple, its position on the Steam Deck makes it ideal for brief playthroughs. You can have your Freedom Finger on the bus, in a taxi, on a walk, on a train, on a plane. Why not even Freedom Finger while on the toilet?